I scaled my agency from zero to $700,000 per year at 19 years old. I am in a villa in Bali, and in this video, I am going to show you the exact framework that I use so that you can copy me and create the life for yourself that you have always been wanting. So let's jump straight into it. This video will consist of 3 parts. Stage 1 is how you go from 0 to 10K a month. Then stage 2 is 10 to 25K a month. And then stage 3 is from 25K to 50K a month and beyond. Let's start with stage 1. First of all, what is the mindset? Well, it is pretty simple. You have to close every client you can, get your hands dirty, do everything to understand how an agency is run. You are the business, you are alone, you don't have any employees. You should be doing absolutely everything at the agency. At this stage, you need experience and you need your first revenue. Note that I have said experience first because it is a lot more important to get experience than to get your first revenue when you are just starting out. The 3 most important parts at this stage are booking lots of meetings with potential clients, closing all possible clients, and getting your hands dirty doing the actual service delivery. First of all, booking lots of meetings. Do every type of outreach and see what you like and what works best for you. Try cold calling people, selling your stuff, going door to door, like knocking, selling, cold email, everything you can try it all and see what works for you, what you like, what works and gives you the best results. And then take every meeting you can. Volume is key to get good at sales. Even though you feel like a meeting is maybe not relevant, maybe they're not interested, still jump on the meeting if they are interested. Just talk to people, get used to jumping on meetings and trying to sell your service, then closing all possible clients. All you need right now is experience. Therefore, close every client you can. At my agency, in the beginning, we were offering a free 1-month trial, no strings attached. People worked with us for free for 1 month. We were managing their ads, and then they decided if they wanted to work with us further or not. Most people did not, but that is the price you pay in the beginning. Point is, we got a lot of people through the door, and you just have to remember the first clients that you sign are probably going to be a pain in the ass, and you're not going to be with them to 25K a month and beyond. These are just clients in the beginning to get you experience, to get your first revenue, and then you will begin signing better and more clients further down the line, which we will get to in stage 2 and 3. Third point is to get your hands dirty doing the actual service delivery. First, focus on signing clients, then figure out actually how to deliver the service, which may sound a bit counterintuitive that you first sign the client, then you figure out how to do the service delivery. But this is the framework that you should be using, because if you focus all your time trying to get good at service delivery, you're not going to sign any clients and you're not going to actually get any experience and you're not going to get any revenue. So first sign your clients, then begin trying to deliver the service. Watch YouTube videos or read books and or invest in a couple of courses to get the basics, and then just begin actually doing the work, because that is where you will get the most experience and the biggest learning curve, I guess, the most progression on your learning curve towards becoming an expert at the service delivery of whatever it is that you are offering. At my agency, that is paid advertising on social media and Google. Stage 2, 10K to 25K a month. This is becoming a bit more interesting. In terms of mindset, here you have to begin understanding what works in sales, deliver a better service, and become more picky with new clients. This is a transition period between focusing on sales and focusing on service delivery. And the 3 most important parts are gaining clarity on what works, closing new clients, and delivering a much better service. So gaining clarity on what works. After doing everything to get to 10K a month, begin honing in on what actually works. Select your niche and stick to it. Map out what outreach works best. Get a defined sales process. Begin making SOPs, standard operating procedures, explaining exactly how the different parts of your agency should be run, how you reach out, how you do the sales calls. You should begin, as I said, gaining more clarity on what works and actually getting it down on paper. And here, tracking is key, because if you don't have any data, you're not going to make this work. So to be able to figure out what actually works and what you should stick with, make sure to track everything. How many emails you're sending per day, how many people you're calling per day, how many people are picking up the phone, how many people you're pitching, There are so many things you should track, and it is a lot better to over track than to under track. So if you're unsure if something should be tracked, rather track it, and then after you have tried everything, go back to the numbers, see what works best, and begin honing in on what works. Closing new clients. Here, you just keep closing new clients, and now that you have a more defined ICP, which is an ideal customer profile, which goes into this concept of niche. When you select a niche, you are selecting which types of customers you want to work with, and that is your ideal customer profile. And since you have a more defined ICP and a more defined sales process, this should become a lot simpler because you are doing the same thing with the same type of businesses every single time. So there should be a lot less guesswork involved at this stage of closing new clients. And lastly, delivering a much better service. At this point, keeping clients becomes a lot more important than signing new clients, and this is done through delivering an amazing service and therefore keeping clients happy. So begin spending more of your time actually doing the service and providing the service and learning more about it, taking courses, reading books. Yes, you could be doing outreach, but in my experience, it is better to spend that time, as I said, actually delivering the service and keeping your existing clients. Stage 3, which is when you get into the big baller range, 25K to 50K a month and beyond. In terms of mindset, service delivery becomes everything here. So service delivery is going to be your pinnacle, your North Star. Retaining clients is much, much, much more important than signing new ones. Only sign new clients that you want to work with and that you can help. So we reject, I would say, 70% of the people that we have sales calls with because they don't match our criteria in some way. So become super picky with who you want to work with. And here, the 3 most important parts are: 1, delivering, as I said, amazing client results; 2, charging much higher prices, ideally 5K plus per month per client; and number 3, freeing up your time to do what you are best at. So delivering amazing client results. Building on the last point from stage 2, delivering an amazing result and keeping clients happy becomes even more important. And keeping a client that is paying you 5 to 10K a month is a lot simpler than signing a new one. So remember to not only deliver an amazing service, but also to communicate the value that you are delivering to your clients, because you could be giving them amazing results, but if they don't see it, they're not going to be happy. So there's 2 parts to it: actually delivering the service and communicating that you are delivering an amazing service to your client. Next, charging much higher prices. Building a 50K a month agency charging less than 2K per month per client is going to be a pain in the ass. So that's why you need to increase your prices, increase your minimum retainer every month, and upsell existing clients. Try to make every new client bring in more and more revenue. That's how we have done it at my agency all the time. We're upping our minimum retainer. We started doing for free, then we went to $600, then to $800, then to $1,000. Now we are trying to not sign any new clients who pay us at least 3K a month for one channel, but as I said, ideally 5K and above per month. Aim to get every client, as I said, to pay you at least 5K per month. Lastly, freeing up your time to do what you are best at. At this stage, you should begin distancing yourself from doing absolutely everything at your agency. You know how to do it, but you don't actually need to do it anymore. So begin hiring experts at the fields you want to outsource and a VA for everything else, which is a virtual assistant. I have a virtual assistant who I send basically all the menial tasks that have to be done, but that I don't actually have to be doing, like compiling images and putting together spreadsheets, stuff like that, just to free up your time from doing this boring stuff that could be outsourced to a VA for $5 an hour. Yes, this will hurt your margins in the short term, but will unlock a lot more growth in the future. So maybe your next paycheck will be a little lower when you begin actually hiring people, but trust me, it is part of the process. You have to hire people. The SMMA business has a very high margins anyways. We are running on 90% margins right now, which is crazy at $700,000 per year. So don't worry about putting away 5 to 10% of your margins to hire experts for your agency. That's it. If you are starting your SMMA journey, make sure to join my free school group down in the description. It is a private community of over 140 other SMMA owners who are on the exact same journey as you. In there, we host weekly Q&As. You can ask questions mingle with other SMMA owners. Point is super, super valuable. You will find the link down in the description. If you have any questions for this video, make sure to leave them down in the comments. Other than that, have an amazing week, and I can't wait to meet you at the top.